YouTube land there. Welcome to that Zizi review. We talk about shit I want to talk about because it's my channel. And hello and work and let's go. Yes, we're gonna be talking about the Trayvon Martin situation again. We talked about this earlier in a previous video that I made about, you know, the Trayvon Martin situation with the fact that he was murdered. So a 17-year-old boy was murdered on the way home for buying some candy for his little brother. He was buying some Skittles, and it'll break your heart. The young child was coming from the store from buying his little brother some candy, some Skittles, and some iced tea. He was an innocent young man, and he was gunned down in the prime of his life by a monster, Zimmerman, who, by the way, everybody's trying to say is a racial situation, but I don't know how racial it could be because this man does not look Caucasian to me at all, whatever, but he must think he is. I talked about that, and I will post a picture of him so you can see what a fool he looks like with that serial killer look in his face. I mean, he just got the look, too. He got the look. I mean, if you study faces like I do, he got the look, right? He got the look. Like, he's a nut. The police department swept it under the rug. You know, he murdered him. If you ever got a chance to hear the audio of the 911 phone call, you can hear him out there screaming and crying and, you know, for his life, help me, help me. You can hear this. It'll break your heart. It's horrible. It's horrible. And you hear this child screaming for help, and nobody comes to his help, obviously, because he ends up with a gunshot hole to the chest by this man. Well, it's obvious to America when they get to hear all the audio recordings of what happened that fateful night, that unfortunate evening when this young man gets murdered by Zimmerman. You get to hear Zimmerman say, fucking coon. You hear him say that as he's stalking him. He was told not to pursue the child, and he still did, okay? He came up on the kid. You can hear the kid screaming, help, help, help. Nobody came to his help, right? Now, his family got to deal with this on an everyday basis and have to deal with famous journalists like that fool, Geraldo Rivera. Now, this is really what I want to discuss in this episode of the La Zizi review. I want to review the asinine, idiotic comment of the year that came out of Geraldo Rivera's mouth. Now, supposedly, Geraldo Rivera is a journalist for many years, famous reporter and all this shit. And he proved in his statement about the hoodie, okay, because he says something, look it up, go look it up for yourself. He says some shit about how it was just as much to blame the hoodie as it was Zimmerman for the boy getting shot. How the fuck is that? So basically, Geraldo Rivera's statement proves that not only is he an idiot, but he's also belittling the fact that this child was murdered, okay, because of his clothes. He's a punk bitch talking about how now we have to stop wearing certain things, and now our children have to be careful that they don't get murdered because they're wearing hoodies. Are you serious? Really? Is that what's gonna help? You know, is that really gonna help the situation? Is that gonna bring this boy back to life? Then he goes as far as to say that, you know, this nutty Zimmerman, this nutty guy. What does he mean by that statement, this nutty guy? You know what a nutty guy is? That's the drunkard or the guy on the corner, you know, that goes, hey kids, that's the nutty guy, right? Zimmerman's not a nutty guy, he's a fucking murderer. He's a fucking murderer. And he didn't murder him because he had a hoodie on. He murdered him because he's a child murderer. That's why. He's a sadistic nut that supposedly in that area where he was working, there were claims that he was calling in 911 all the time. He was jodiendo, he was starting trouble all the time. People were already on alert with him, with his antics. He was more than a nut. He was looking for trouble. He wanted to kill somebody. It's obvious. It's obvious to America. I mean, even Caucasians are taking notice because they know that their children are in danger as well. Because you see, if your little sweet, blonde-headed, blue-eyed child's walking down the street with his little black friend, Daquan, and they're wearing their little hoodies, and they got their backs turned to a monster like Zimmerman because they're out there, he'd get killed too. He'd get a gunshot in his back, and then when they turn his little body over and they say, oh shit, we thought he was black. Oops, his hoodie. Is that what you worried about, Geraldo? Is it? Now he even says his son is dark-skinned and that could happen to his son, and he don't like that. He don't like the hanging pants or the, you know, the hoodies and all this shit. Look, bitch. Alright? Because that's what I was saying to Geraldo Rivera, because he's a bitch. Alright? I don't care. I'm not a famous journalist, and I ain't trying to be famous for nothing. Talking or nothing. I'm not a a worm that hides behind the fact that somebody killed somebody and then blames the clothes about it. And then clothes or, you know, the hairstyle, the earring. You can obviously see in this situation per se, that when that boy got killed, he got killed because the guy was stalking him and wanted to kill him. That's it, and that's all. And the story. Point blank, the end. And I said it, and so you were told. Okay? To say that he got killed because of what he was wearing, or to even imply it, is so idiotic. It makes us all just stand there and gag, like, you know, we gagging. I'm gagging. I'm so gagging right now that I had to make a video about it. See, now I gotta chop this up, edit it, hook it up, make it pretty for you, make it nice and all this shit, just because I have to let you know that I didn't like that Geraldo Rivera said that. I used to watch his show. I mean, he got a broken nose trying to deal with racism. He should know better than anybody. He's an old man. And he lived to grow old. See, and all the danger he's been through and all the things he's seen in life, for him to say something like that, it just shows that he grew up to be scared. He's a scared, punk, weak old man. That's what he is. And I'll tell you why. Because, yeah, clothes and all that, yeah, but at the end of the day, your children should be safe no matter what they're wearing, okay? What if this child had no mother? He was living on the streets or whatever, and he happened to be wearing a hoodie, put the hoodie over his head because it was cold. So now, you seriously saying there's no way out, okay? That your children might get murdered walking to the store if they're wearing certain type of clothes? He wasn't wearing a prostitute's uniform, okay? And even if he was, then nobody has the right to kill a prostitute, a hoe, or a child with his saggy jail pants and all this shit. Because let me tell you something. I am not an advocate for the ass out, hanging out, you know, homo jeans look. Oh, and no. Not Lazizi, honey, trust. I hate that look. That's my worst enemy right there. But I would never, ever, ever fix my mouth to say anything about the... I go into the closet right now and get my hoodie right now, and I'll rock it right now all day, every day, okay? You know why I rock the hoodie? I put that on and support for Trayvon Martin and his family because, yes, he had a hoodie. Don't we all got a hoodie? Don't everybody... Doesn't Obama have a hoodie in his closet? I mean, just in case it's raining. I mean, everybody has the right to wear a fucking hoodie. You know, even if the kid wanted to wear his saggy ass out jeans, okay, which is the worst of the worst fashion ever, there is absolutely no reason in gay or straight hell why somebody's child should end up in a casket because a freaking nut like Zimmerman wanted to shoot, okay, because he was gun happy. And he stalked that kid because it was more than that. He was gun happy. He was scared because you ain't scared of a bag of Skittles. And you ain't scared of no damn iced tea. And you ain't scared of nothing. But you just scared of going home without bodying some kid. That's what that's about. He want to kill something. And the Florida Police Department, how they were able to just sweep that whole shit under the rug, it's not no shocking event to me. But it is disgusting. And I'm so glad that we all together in this take notice. Because, yes, all children are affected by this. All children can and will be affected by this because just like Trayvon Martin was wearing a hoodie, your child could be wearing a hoodie. Black, white, Chinese, or any other race. Right? He could be walking on the street wearing his little hoodie, you know, walking with his little black friends and he could get murdered. Yes, because Zimmerman and Zimmerman's out there can kill him. Okay? I don't think Zimmerman would be doing anything right now. He's in hiding where he should be. Because if I was Zimmerman, I think I would have hung myself because I don't know how he could live with himself and look at his ugly face in a mirror. And it's ugly. Okay, he's ugly inside and out, child. He's a scary man. He's a weak little man. And then there's little men like Geraldo Rivera out there who are weak. And they run for the obvious, you know, solution. Oh, okay, so, you know, in order for our children not to get killed, we could just all dress them up, you know, in little schoolboy clothes. And we could pray and hope, you know, for the best. And for him to actually blame the hoodie right there with Zimmerman, that was scary. That was scary. I don't even want to ever hear nothing come out of Geraldo Rivera's mouth ever again because I feel like he's fit for the old folks' home. Put him in a wheelchair and push him into the home because that child just done lost his mind. He's talking out the side of his ass and he don't make any sense. And he's a weak man. He's a scared man because it's a weak and scared statement. We are the people. We have the right to walk and wear what we feel like it. That solution that he gave about clothes and fashion, no. What are you, the fucking fashion police now? So this boy was wearing a hoodie, you know, and that's what got him killed. Really? Like, really? Seriously? Are you for real? Even his own son was like this, embarrassed about what he said. Couldn't believe that his father said that. All right, let me tell you something. You know what's sad? When the teacher becomes the student, and now his son has proven to be a better man than his own father. It happens every day, but we got to see it live on television. Yes. Because we got to see Geraldo Rivera make an ass out of himself live on camera. Action. Watch Geraldo Rivera take a shit out of his mouth. Boom. And he did. Well, anyway, that's what I got to say about that. I had to make a show about it. I know it's crazy. I mean, I couldn't deal with it. I needed to say something about it. I know you're probably wondering who's on my lap, right? Because you see, this is Draguito. It's Draguito. He says, look, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's always around. He's always around. Look at him. He's a baby. He's my baby cat. He's my baby cat. He's always want to sit with grandma. And why I call myself grandma is because his mother's my baby, Gloria. So basically, that's all I got. Thanks for watching my show. Like I always say, click like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching my show.